Hello, this is Michael from Blue Gem Tarot, and in today's pick a card reading, I'm gonna be doing a very spicy yet very interesting topic for you. It's called People's Secret Desires with You. Okay, initially I thought I'm gonna do people's desires reading for you, but then I thought secret desires would encompass a deeper layer of information, and I think it's going to be even more fun to listen to that, especially since secret would imply basically not showing like the whole world or fearing to admit like some desires that they have in the direction of you, in regards to you. For this reading, I have two wishing lamps and one keychain with the Eiffel Tower. I will be focusing my information on three piles today. And for the first pile, we have the smaller wishing lamp. Is that a wishing lamp? I forgot. I don't know if it's the correct way. Second pile has the keychain with the Eiffel Tower. And the third pile has another wishing lamp. It's a bit bigger and it's kind of silverish kind of thing, whereas the first one is more like, is that copper? Lead? Lead. I think lead. Okay, let's see what we have in store for you. I will say this. This reading is perhaps going to be aimed at love, interests, and love reading type of energy, though I'm open to anything. So if I can read secret desires maybe from other domains of life, whether it be simply relationship wise or money, definitely will do that, or even something else. But I think this is going to be more so like a love reading for the majority of people. Okay, so let's begin the reading with the smaller lamp and the first pile. Okay. Hello, pile number one. You chose the first lamp and thus the first pile. First card we got is the Nine of Pentacles being in reverse, and I thought like, interesting message. Simply because, in that representation we got a very, let's say, high status type of person who is being looked up to, and almost we have this star in here at the top of her, like above her head actually, and she has a crown. I felt this is going to be a love reading, but I wasn't sure, and I've taken other cards, and we have the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Two of Cups, so this is definitely love. I want to say the dating pool is quite desperate for you. Let's just say that. You have a great deal of people thinking, okay? You have a great deal of people interested in you, and I'm picking on basically a lot of despair, desperation, desire, but you're not available, okay? There is with the desires, it's wanting to be with you. And I feel like this is going to go beyond even physical. I feel like generally people are afraid to admit the fact that in here, like with secret desires, they want to be close to you. This is not only physical closeness, but this is just being by your side. Like a desire to be close to you, a desire to live with you, a desire to be by your side. I don't know why, especially with this Two of Cups, this could be one specific individual that wants to be nurtured, held close, person, okay, whatever. This is not a gender specific reading, everyone is welcome. Secret desires, it's as if we have in here an admirer, okay? Someone feels outshined by you. And it's kind of effortless, let's say. Secret desire, it's like you wouldn't expect, maybe, or you are not quite aware of the fact that someone is looking at you, someone desires you literally. This is a very, very specific reading. I feel like you do have a certain degree of intuition or hints showing you that this person is interested, or maybe that they have feelings for you. But definitely I feel like, or this person is giving you some sort of a different kind of attention, you know. But this person's secret desire is for family with the Ten of Cups, and with the Two of Cups, it's as if this person wants to hold you really, really, really close. This is like an embrace. This is like a very nurturing interaction between you two, and it's very emotional. It's very pure. It's very platonic love in here. That's what I'm sensing. But you feel far. You feel far away. You feel distant. Yeah, this is a very specific message. I feel like this person sees themselves somehow in you, or you are two very similar people. Okay. This is like a one person interested type of thing, but if you are not sure that this is one person, I can assure you that with the Nine of Pentacles, you've got a lot of people interested in contacting you. That's what I'm sensing in here. Um, Feels like this pile is untouchable or very distant or to themselves, and there is like this pull that's happening in here, which makes people feel like you're not going to ever be reciprocal about the attention that they give. So it's like secret desires wanting to be close, really, really close. Like this is also physical closeness, of course. Yeah, definitely. But I feel like for a great majority of people, you have kind of already given up on a lot of choices, or you ghosted perhaps a lot of people, or you gave them signs that this is not gonna work. No? For a lot of people, also, it's a desire or a secret desire for your status, for your reputation, to be a part of this good reputation. If this is a workspace thing, it's something about your status that people would like to be a part of by being affiliated with you. Okay. But definitely in here we have a very specific hidden or secret desire to be like very, very affectionate with you. Okay, that's the Two of Cups. That's like a singular type of person. This is not a lot of people, but definitely the message is like they want this, but they are, why it's a secret is because of the Ten of Cups being in reverse, because either they are afraid that this is not going to work out, or that you're already in a family, or you're already engaged, or that you have a partner. Okay, almost as if with the Nine of Pentacles, your behavior of unavailability, let's say, might make this person think that you are already with someone else. Okay. um Secret desires also, it's discovery, uncovering who you are. I feel like we're dealing also with a case of a person trying to get to know you on a core level. Now, if this is going to resonate, it will, but I feel like it will resonate for the people who know that there is someone who's giving them like attention that is quite different from what they see usually. And as well, I feel like you would give that person a chance. You're not indifferent towards this person, okay? But God, it feels like this person wants to be by your side forever. Like this kind of person, they want to be with you, like very clingy, very clingy is a bad kind of wording for that, but I feel like if you are to be with this person, you would basically brush teeth together, take baths together, eat together, go to shop together, like that kind of thing. The closeness that this card shows or represents in here, it's like two people joined at the hip, that kind of thing. And I feel like with secret desires, it's a desire to be with you and to uncover some sort of inner child love or depth of love, which is very innocent, pure, and very, very platonic, honestly. This is very platonic love. This is very innocent, pure, childlike appreciation, which almost this can be physical, but not right now. I'm saying that this person has an establishment in that direction where they settle for a relationship in a loving, um, emotional way, foundation thing, and then they advance in other ways, you know. But definitely in here, like it's a huge desire to be by your side, and it's a secret one because this person is afraid that you're going to find this out or that it's not going to work and they're going to be left like simply in the air like this with their feelings alone and in shambles as well. It's a hidden or secret desire because this person feels like they are too scared with the depth of their feeling. They're way too scared to basically admit that they're stuck on you, okay? Ten of Cups also, it's like a reoccurring thought or it doesn't let them go, like the thought of you, okay? This is obsession in here as well. So, and it's like I want them to be by my side. I want us to be together forever. And if this person would be chosen by you, they would feel like it's their ultimate wish fulfillment. That's what I sense in here. They would feel like this would be like so good, like they would be out of this world happy, you know? Okay, so I want to take other cards to see that maybe perhaps we'll have other messages in regards to this person or in secret desires in general. We'll see. Yeah, okay, we have both actually. First of all, this person is afraid of third parties or afraid that you are with someone else already or that you're going to prioritize someone else over them. They are deeply scared, terrified of that scenario or outcome. And we have the Queen of Cups in here. Someone caught feelings, very deep ones, and they are very on an emotional scale. That means this person is or feels like in a romantic like state, a romantic type of connection, or they see this connection through the lens of a very emotional like thing. Yeah. With the Three of Cups, what I wanted to say, I feel like people, like with people's secret desires, they try to see, study, understand, and kind of study your options or who you are as a person, and kind of like fish out information about whether you are single or not. You come off as a very closed individual, but I have in here either one person or in general very inquisitive people trying to extort information from you and find out like what's going on. Like, are they single? Are they not single? I would not be surprised if these are people like friends from this one person who's trying to, and by the way, this one is going to be very closed off or cold or distant. In fact, they do have feelings, and that's the reason why they're behaving in such a reserved way. Three of Cups, it's a lot of people interested in you, not gonna lie. The unavailability with this pile, the more you are unavailable, the more intrigue and interest you spark. It's also an interesting message coming from people like, who is this person going to end up with? So it's open question, I feel like both from the people who got rejected, this is a severe like case of heartbreak for some people questioning why did you reject them, right? Also, yeah, I can say like I can word it in this way. The ones who got rejected are curious, and their secret desires are to find out who is that lucky person you chose, because it feels to me like they see you as a person with very high standards. And I don't want to make you feel bad, but I feel defeat. Okay, I feel defeat from these people, and it's a very, of course, nasty feeling. But definitely, like you do have a person who is very, very much so interested and is in your space. This person is in your space. This is not someone you don't know about. If anything, or at least you can feel confused or quite puzzled about this person because they kind of or can give you mixed messages, or you don't quite understand where you stand on this person's like radar. But I can definitely surprise you that with the Nine of Pentacles, this person sees you as a very resourceful, worthy match. Okay. Not gonna lie, with balance, spirituality, and practicality being in reverse, full moon in Pisces, we do have in here people who are generally physically attracted, and I want to say the desire for you is such on a high level that people are waiting, or not waiting, but are ready to drop everything to, how do they say it, like sweep you off your feet and kind of take you away like in a cave or something like this, which is quite odd, but you are making some people really insane with the level of attraction that they feel towards you, okay? It's as if, this card, you kind of make people mad. Like it's maddening the level of, yeah, you may be triggering people, like maybe they fall in love with someone who isn't meant for them, and you are actually like triggering some past wound from their past, from their like childhood. Yeah, could be the case. Also, what's interesting about this pile is that we have transcend ego as a card and will in reverse. I feel like you are kind of throwing people in some sort of existential crises, because when they see you, they feel like they have to fight for you, or they feel like your level of abundance or self-sufficiency is very high, and it almost like raises eyebrows and questions like how can we move like and match their energy. I feel like you can trigger people into evolution by simply working on yourself. And I feel like there is a strong impulse, even for this one person who's genuinely interested in you. They would like to match your energy. And for this to happen, like it feels to me like you are triggering them into action or self, like evolution of the self. That's, and with the willingness or will card in reverse, it's like love is the only antidote for their stagnancy. And last card for this one, we have you and your loved ones are safe, and it's being in reverse. I feel like there is a threatening information, like threatening feeling when it comes to people desiring you, is the fact that you are today here, tomorrow in the other, like somewhere else, meaning that people's desires are equal to their fear of you going away. I feel like you are a very impressionable, or you make an impression on people, and they feel threatened because they cannot match your energy. And when it comes to like what's going to happen, okay, it's like we have to grow to their level for them to even give us like a fraction of their attention. And people are afraid that basically, they're not going to get there in time at a higher level or at your equal level. either it be financially, whatever you embody, that is like, it could also be on an emotional level. So you could have character depth that these people would want to embody as well, for them to feel like they qualify. But definitely in here, like with hidden desires, it's wanting to be very, very close to you, or wanting to be at least like, come on, let us be friends, or come on, let us just at least be best friends, or yeah, it's as if with the desperacy in here, people are even willing to be accepted in a friend zone type of scenario with the hope of advancing things even further. But you kind of remaining unfazed with the Nine of Pentacles, it's kind of interesting that we have that in the reading, but everyone is quite eager to know who it is that you're going to end up with, and these people are like wanting to fight you over. They're wanting to fight for you. This is what I'm picking on. And with secret desires, it's almost like people are afraid to admit that, they want you as their ultimate prize. Yeah. And also a category in here of people are afraid, or they are quite actually threatened by the fact that you are, with your mere presence, pushing them into awakening, pushing them into evolution. And they're like, I usually don't move like this, or I usually don't even initiate any change or anything of that sort, and this person with their appearance, all of a sudden I feel like I should be competing with myself. Okay, so it's that kind of energy. And I feel like you are not made for everyone. I feel like people do realize that even if you are single, and if you are very discerning with the choices that you let in your romantic life, that you're not going to be forever single, and that they are afraid also. And like with secret desires, it's let's match their energy. Let's try to grow. Let's try to work on ourselves for them to qualify us as being like very worthy. Okay, this is what I'm picking on, which is very interesting. You do give me a loner, but also a popular type of a loner. And merely by the fact that you are a loner, and you don't need attention, support, whatever, this is in fact what makes you so attractive in this pile. Okay, so that was all pile number one. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I really hope to see you in the future readings. Take care. Okay, moving on to pile number two. Those of you who chose the Eiffel Tower keychain, we have the first card, the Wheel. This is going to be the Wheel of Fortune. It's in reverse. Okay, I don't know why, but I got the feeling with this one specifically that people do see you as very lucky. Perhaps this is going to be more a message about workspace or work in general. People see you as a very good addition to the team, or you can be seen as a very perspective like oriented type of person that I don't know, it feels like people just want to be friends or want to get along really well with you. Why I got it's about work? Because we clarified with the Knight of Pentacles in here and the Five of Cups being in reverse. I do believe we have in here a case of someone who might have created at first one impression, or people thought of you one thing, and along the way, time passed, and you revealed yourself to be something else entirely, or kind of people underestimated or misjudged you. I feel like if this is work related, then you must have some sort of advantage at your workspace. Can it be that your pile has some sort of like emotional connection or respect from the boss, or you have some sort of advantage or power position in the career ladder? Can it be that you do have some sort of like power position that makes you really not want to be messed with? Okay, Also, there is a feeling of ownership or them wanting to be a part of your success. So I would be interested to find out what's going on with pile number two, because I got the feeling, a very distinct feeling, that with the Knight of Pentacles, it's a long-term oriented, like secret desire to, can it be like cooperate with you or really want to get along with you, to not spark or invite conflict, because it feels to me like there will be long-term consequences relative to that. If this is not work related, perhaps this is something about like a group of people or friends that, you could be also seen as being influential, and people really want to just like be left alone and would like to be left like in good graces with you, rather than be like, I see in here a fear of either rejection from your side, or with the Five of Cups, like a fear of disagreements. And I feel like you are a person to think about the future of connections, of the future of your plans. I feel like you are not only I live in the present moment and live my life like this. No, you are like a long-term oriented person. And something about this pile, it's let's cooperate with them, let's be in as good as like relationship status as possible, like let's be as polite or on the same page as we can, because quite literally with the wheel, it's as if like some aspect of our future depends on pile number two, and they wouldn't want to risk that or losing that, like, advantage. So I would be also very careful of fake friends in here, because I feel like more people are going to gravitate towards the idea of cooperating or being friendly with you for the sake of being safe, or just because they are afraid, with the Five of Cups. So there is a lot of inauthenticity going on with this pile, especially because you do have something of a advantage over a group of people. And with the secret desires, it's like inclusion from your side, and making sure everything is fine. Also, this is very like dishonest people. They could be saying one thing in your face, and they could be holding completely another one behind their back. So it could be the case in here. So it's interesting because this wheel card was very much like puzzling me from the start. um I also saw in here regret, or as I said, like people underestimating you, and this coming back at them. Also, there was like a message of underestimating you with this wheel. It's like, for some reason, secret desires could also gravitate towards making amends, but again, not honest amends. Like, these people are not wanting to be in good graces with you because they feel like it, but it feels to me like there is something at stake that they wouldn't want to risk. And with the Knight of Pentacles, it could be about financial plus the Cups card 5 being in here. It could be about how well your interactions will go along. With secret desires, also, it can be like very secret plans or secret manipulations to cooperate with you for the sake of, as I said, personal gain. And definitely we got in here the Knight of Cups and the Three of Chalices. Okay, well, Three of Cups or Three of Chalices would be exactly what I said in here. Clarifying with the Five of Wands, it's a desire for a peaceful cooperation, but it's coming out of fear or coming out of a backstabbing like energy. Are you that type of person to come back in an argument, or what you remember the people you disagree with? Because definitely in here people are either feeling that, or they're afraid that you're going to make them accountable for something they did in the past. And with this Five of Wands, it's like we're all clear, we're all good. I'm interested to know what's going on in here with this Knight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, interesting because we do have in here, however, some people who are genuinely interested in a connection with you, but I feel like either you're detached or you're not interested in it or you're focused on work, but I feel like someone's feelings got hurt or someone got rejected because you were not interested or you perhaps were more detached, okay? Um, yeah, interesting. We do have in here connections or secret desires to, this is like friendship, this is like someone who's trying to be best friends almost. If this is work related, then definitely you do have some secret admirers or someone who gravitates towards or oscillates between friends and lovers. This is interesting. And you'll recognize this person from being very like family oriented, cooperative, friendly, eager to help you, whatever. This is the kind of energy I'm picking up on with the Four of Wands, but almost like you're keeping this away from romance with this Knight of Cups being reversed, which is interesting. Yeah. Yeah, it's funny because again, we have one card of longevity and the second card of it's time to release negativity. Is this pile holding grudges on people or something? Because for some reason, people can feel the consequences of some sort of behavior they did in the past, and they thought they're going to get away with it, but it's actually quite the opposite. And I feel like there is an energy of softness or wanting to manipulate you into getting a reconciliation. Yeah, it's very weird. The longevity message comes from the card Your Hard Work is Paying Off. I feel like we do have a person in here, like, as I said, who is occupying a job position that is being seen as like with advantages, or you could be a person to like your build character like so far in workspace, or you do have some friends or you do have some acquaintances in the workspace that would make you not to be messed with, or if not, this could be that you do have influence in here and people are afraid of, it's a classical example of someone, for example, growing in the career ladder, and as they grow, the attitude towards them kind of start to change because people sense that you do have more power over them than they thought initially, and it's almost like it's a reframe in here, and you're kind of like nauseous about this because you know that if people treated you badly from the start, uh, advancement in a career ladder with their change in behavior is not like an honest or a sincere like move from their part. They're still in in a bad relationship with you, but it's covered up by this whole power struggle thing, and I do sense in here regret coming from people. With secret desires, it's like a desire to make amends, call it a day, like I did the wrong thing, whatever. But like, don't get after me. So, um, it could also be a message in here coming through from a person that maybe perhaps you loved, and it could be, by the way, it could be the case that you fell in love with someone, they were unclear, they hurt your feelings, and now they want to get back at you with like the whole friendship BS. Four of Swords. Yes, it could be definitely the case. Okay, so we do have in here a situation where, for example, as I said, you caught feelings, that person played with you, they didn't, the energy was not reciprocated, and you kind of gave up on it with this Four of Swords. And they kind of try to come back at you, maybe like try to play you again. and you're like, no, and this person is afraid of some sort of retribution. This person is afraid that they're going to get some sort of karma for what they did, or they're going to destroy the relationship with you because, yeah, they behaved in a very player type of energy, kind of used your feelings to their advantage. It could be for some that this message will resonate. I can definitely feel in this pile with knowing yourself, and I don't know how to translate it, but roughly it's like the message says the following. I do believe like you can be faced with a career advancement in this pile, or as if you are learning your work position to such an extent that you are like very promising, and people want to get, as I said, with in good graces with you. I feel like it's a case of a reassessment of the relationship people got with you, and that is raising a lot of eyebrows in here. Like, there is something about you that's very peaceful, and people want to get along with you, and some haters of yours found out about this, and now they're kind of mad. They're kind of mad that you capture much more attention than they thought you would. And as a result, they have to, like, they are faced with the possibility that now they are the ones who have to get along with you. And it's all because you are a decent human being. That's what's coming through. um, you changed people's minds. Okay, you changed some sort of like paradigm in here, where you were placed in a much more like, in a better, like, higher social position, and that I can say upset a lot of people. And now they feel like their position, their safety, their success is being doubted as a result of that. If anything, I feel like this pile should consider themselves a formidable foe, because with your advancement, with your coming to power kind of energy that I'm sensing in here, also as with being promising, makes these people really like feel like their egos are going to shatter, or they're going like, you have to understand that you do possess a certain degree of a great power in here, and for these people, you coming to your power is giving them a power struggle. Okay. With secret desires, we also do have the world card. It's um it's almost getting, it's all good, it's all fine. Like, aren't you mad at me? Like, it's okay. Like, maybe we can fix it. We have the tower in reverse. Yeah, again, I feel like there is a wrong way in which people got about like building the relationship with you, and now it's coming back at them. It's like some sort of backlash or some sort of regret now they're holding because of this whole, like, I would say with the Two of Swords, you even got some people in shock of what's possible. I don't know what you did specifically, but I do believe that you kind of like showed something, either it be that you showed your character or your skills, abilities, whatever, that made you stand out. And all of the sudden, people kind of felt threatened, especially threatened, as I said, with the Knight of Pentacles in relationship to money, or in relationship to the status you got and the reputation you got. And therefore, we have to keep in this person, like pile number two, in good graces, because there is much at stake if we won't. The tower card as well, like, when we have the tower card, it's about like destruction, upheaval, whatever. But in here, it's in reverse, so it's like people, when it's in reverse, it's like people being hesitant to go in conflicts with you. Chariot, like, I would expect a new wave of negativity to, like, potentially could have been released upon you, but with this whole change of atmosphere, it's like people were like hesitant and think like, wait a minute, this person changed something, this person showed something different, we cannot behave like this anymore. So it's almost like with the Two of Swords is disbelief, and with the Chariot in reverse, like stopping midway and reassessing the situation. Yeah, I feel like people don't know who they messed with to begin with, because we do have in here the High Priestess in reverse. So almost as if it being in reverse and full. Okay. I feel like it's a case of being misjudged. Okay. People misjudged you, and this is the result of this whole thing. Um, I don't know, you can be actually the High Priestess in here. Um, Someone who doesn't reveal their whole character right from the start. And as a result of this, people kind of showed their true colors from the beginning. And you were like, I knew it. Like, that's wonderful. You showed who you were from the start. And now that people realize this whole setup or this whole game that you were playing all along, they're scared, you know? They are scared because they showed too much. They showed something they shouldn't have from the beginning. Yeah, I feel like these people right now in your eyes, they look like a fool, like fools in general, because I feel like you are more cunning or more careful about the ways in which you go proceeding, advancing in life, and these people now regret getting in your way. And I do see in here a desire for pacifying others, like pacifying you specifically, and asking everyone around, are they mad at me? Are they mad at me? You know, like it's almost a desperate attempt to manufacture like a feeling of safety or guarantee a peace state with you through like checking others for information in here. And yeah, it's laughable. It's laughable because I do not understand how these people can go about creating chaos and drama from the start. They miscalculate it, and then when it comes to their own safety and prosperity, they all of the sudden make a turnaround and start to behave like a normal human being. Yeah. So it's like, couldn't you do that from the start without the whole threatening of your stability situation? Isn't that like um, too much to ask for? No. But definitely something about this pile, you do have this energy. So that means, God sent, and definitely like, let's see. It's like okay, these people showed their true colors. Good thing. We'll keep that in mind and remind them of it next time. Yeah, so that was all pile number 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to check out my old videos as well. And yeah, I think that's all. Hope to see you in the future. Take care. Okay, and we are moving to pile number 3. Let's see what are people's secret desires with you. Okay. I want to say, with the Three of Swords, especially with this representation, definitely we got in here some very, very strong pull or strong attachments to you. Now, this will play itself out as romantic. Um, this has a fraction of an energy, it being more than like romantic, or also people clinging onto you or being very addicted to your energy in general. But like with secret desires, Three of Swords in reverse, it's as if people detach, their secret desires are basically like revolving around you or around being obsessed with you, around being in love with you, but there is like a conflict in here. And I cannot avoid talking about this, but it's like an energy of either afraid of being hurt, rejected, addicted, hooked on you, and it's as if you take people's powers away through love. Secret desires also in here would play out as you being very attractive, almost seductive, because why am I saying almost is because it's as if you're not even trying. And saying that you are seductive would imply that somehow like you participate in it actively, where in this case, it's like either we got an energy of you not wanting it, or you feeling really uneasy about it, or because it's like it's still a card in reverse, so it's like the Three of Swords. I want to say people try testing things with you, would like to see whether you would reciprocate, but overall, it's like we don't want to get in trouble. We don't want to catch feelings for pile number three. We don't want to get too close or something like this, very hesitant energy, very like, I want you but I can't have you, or either you are inaccessible or maybe you are with someone already. It's as if people are desiring you but also are fearful about like forthcoming like disappointment, rejection, heartbreak linked to you. But I do sense in here a very strong pull, and yes, it is romantic, but it also falls into the category of physical attraction. And people are like, it's bittersweet. I know I can catch feelings for pile number three, but it has to be a secret. It has to remain a secret. Almost as if, there will be people in here who are publicly in a relationship where you give signs or there are small hints about you being in a relationship, but people are like, they see that and still cannot come to terms with the idea that you are already taken. You know, we do have that energy in here, or it's as if obsessions, secret obsessions, will you let them in? Something like this, like, would you let others in as a third party? Even though it's being in reverse, I feel like people are cautious about this thought, or as if, they're holding themselves back from this idea, or thinking that you're not going to let that happen. Very strong. Like, I would say you've got some people hooked on you, that's for sure. Definitely obsessed and on the feelings spectrum. Of course, this is like, it's hard to not fit this type of reading for a loved one, but I do sense in here like some people feeling as if it's too late, or they arrived to the party and it's already late. Or this could be like friends, this could be like from your friends list, from your friend group, you've got people into you, but it would seem inappropriate if they were to confess, or if they were to admit to themselves even that they are actually in love. Yeah, and it's a lot of bitterness, frustration, sadness, heartbreak, but we do have like a person specifically in here stopping themselves and really burying it inside. You know, it's definitely a secret desire for you, but it's like fate played a bad joke on me because I can't have you. I don't know what's going on in here, but pile number three, you do have a very specific person, aside from the idea that you draw in a lot of people. There is something about you that makes people fall in love, but definitely in here, one person feeling like either they are unworthy or you are like, there is an obstacle. I don't know which one is it, because it will play itself differently, but there is like a very strong, almost like bad kind of luck, on this person's perception over this situation, for the strength of their feelings towards you, but for the fact that they cannot have you, or for the fact that there is like obstacles, there are obstacles, or there is some sort of primary negative thing that prevents this relationship from taking place or even starting, because it's like one person has feelings, that person cannot express them or cannot be uh, even to themselves, like cannot be honest about it to themselves, because it's going to be a very heartbreaking situation. This person is barely holding it in. Also, it kind of makes me wonder whether you are aware of who that person is, or if you know exactly what's the situation about, if you can hint to this person, like if you are, let's say, free, single, and I wanted to say ready to mingle. Yeah, that's annoying. Um, if you know who that person is and you know for sure that you've got the signs for that person that they are the one having these, or you see the hesitation, then I was wondering, could you perhaps show this person that you are interested as well, if again what I said is true? If not, then I guess it's not useful to beat around the bush, I guess, because it feels to me like we've got in here a very strong painful feeling linked to you from one specific individual. Like I know it feels like you've broken a lot of hearts for some reason. I don't know why. Like I don't feel like you did that on purpose, but there is one specific person specifically stuck on you. It could also be an ex. I'm not saying it can be, but I feel like we got in here one specific individual engulfed in pain, and I thought that maybe if you felt like it, you could bring some sort of clarity or sign to this person that, for them to kind of have some sort of clarity, if it resonates at all. Yeah, honestly, I had in plan to make like a 5 minute read on the first card, but the energy is so powerful and I made this third pile in a completely different day. I don't know. I don't know. Like, please confirm it to me why it is that this pile got a very painful lover, like either unrequited love, or they made a story in their head that you are not for them, you know? Heartbreak, definitely Three of Swords, and it can also resonate for a great majority that this person, maybe they are also single, but they think that, you are like you are like way too good for them, it leaves this situation, this person in shambles as a result. Again, we have the King of Swords, Ten of Wands. I feel like this person buries their emotions deep and doesn't show a lot, almost as if, you could even be confused to who that person is. But I want to say they're pretty unavoidable somehow, and they don't want to get burdened with feelings, but they kind of are, to be honest. Where this person is in denial that they got feelings. Also, because this is what people in general are secretly desiring with you, it's basically wanting to be with you but lacking a sort of commitment. So, from the good side, we got in here very strong attraction. Aside from that, it feels to me like you do possess or embody qualities that are very, very noble or good for a relationship, almost as if we got in here some very like a lack of commitment type of people who want to take part in this. Like they do enjoy your attention, but they kind of understand that deep inside of them, especially with this Three of Swords, that they don't match, like out of their league, you know? Like you are like they are for you out of your league. Like you embody qualities that are way higher on a spectrum than these people. It's like, and it could talk about also emotional maturity with the King of Swords being reversed, whereas if they saw something in you for the first time, and it's as if you kind of push people into awakening or into a desire for change to match your energy. But it's as if with the Three of Swords, the journey is way too big. Like the leap is a way too big of a action for them right now, and the only progression that they got is like the idea, what can they embody or who they can be for you, but they cannot kind of understand that the foundation in life on which they built everything is very, very weak, or not so honorable when they compare themselves to you, when they compare their status with you. I do sense in here you spark a lot of intrigue, emotions, and also for this one specific person, you got is like you brought their inner child in, or that you have some sort of inner aspect of yours that's very pure or very emotional, and it makes people become really fascinated, obsessed, and in love. And it's something that they want to be a part of, but they understand that they're kind of unworthy. And it's unworthy not specifically because they are fundamentally like this, but because they see themselves like this, or it's because, you know, when you find, for example, when you compare one person to another, and let's say someone, I don't want to go there, but when someone is with a very high morale or has principles in life and you compare them to someone who doesn't, well, then you suddenly see this contrast. And it's as if in case with this case with the third pile, it's as if people see how much they have to work on by merely participating or being in your presence, and it feels like too much of a contrast. And I do want to say people are very honest about what they think, and they are seeing themselves realistically where they are, especially when they try to build plans with you, but they kind of understand that it's unreachable, that you are high standards, like high standards individual or high maintenance in here will definitely play itself out. And we got in here that one specific person feeling like they don't match your standards, okay? They feel like you are too good to be true, you know? And there is a parallel message going with this, saying that um, I'll not fight for it's right or wrong. It's as if this person is trying to find an excuse because of their low self-esteem to not be with you, or as if, you know, people's self-esteem can be tested or can be um, triggered because of your presence. And it makes them secretly desire you, but that desire, that falling in love, it's as if you are a mirror for them to discover their low sense of self-esteem or self-worth. Because I do sense in here people coming in very strongly with emotional, physical kind of attraction, especially physical, and they when they realize that you are in for more, they can kind of get this insight of, oh, then I cannot win them over, I cannot manipulate them into a relationship, I cannot buy them something and they will be mine. Like, it's almost as if there is an outsmarting kind of energy in here where you did that and you're very transparent, authentic, and people are like, no matter what's their status, no matter how proficient they are at manipulating emotionally others, like situations, you attempting that on you, or no matter how much they try bribing you, maybe with money or maybe with affection, with promises, everything kind of falls flat, you know? And these people are like kind of ending up being hurt, generally with the Three of Swords, where they go about proceeding, pursuing you, wanting to pursue you, and it all falls flat on the floor, you know? Their whole plan, their whole manipulation tactic, their whole bargaining, you know? And they kind of turn around and think, man, I caught feelings for that person, you know, and now I'm the one who thought, like, I thought I'm gonna outsmart them somehow, win them over, but I ended up catching feelings, you know? Is that kind of irony? And people now are trying to detach, absolve themselves, get rid of their feelings, and strongly denial, strongly hurt, strongly coming through pain, ache, and a lot of triggering. Like, you trigger people unknowingly. And it comes from, again, effortless being who I am, stepping into my own power, dealing with life in a very, dealing with people and in life in general in a very transparent manner, very honorable and clean. That's coming through as no games. Like, if I'm with someone, I'm not gonna, like, I'm not gonna play, you know. It's very, like, clean, clear, direct, regardless of whether you are in a relationship or not, I feel like you do have these like principles of I go for what's authentic and I go for what's mine, and I don't want to take shortcuts, especially not in love, especially in serious matters, because this is like potentially a cornerstone for my future progression or for my, it's like an investment. You can treat it like an investment, you know? Yeah, what came through as well was like people trying their luck. Okay, Eight of Wands, my God, you overwhelm people. Like they kind of feel lured in, but when they are very close, you kind of explode with the Eight of Wands, and they don't see it coming, they don't anticipate it, and for some, it gets them going. Like, I want to say, for some, it really turns them on, but you can get to the point where the person can be so annoying that you can show the Queen of Wands being in reverse, which is a very, very charismatic, angry, almost to rage if you enrage me kind of like individual. People are proud of this, like people proud in a way, like they like seeing that, but I'm not gonna lie, they are scared. Okay, yes, it can actually turn people like some on, as I said, but overall it's like, yeah, we like seeing that, but we are also kind of afraid, you know. The feeling is when you like watch a horror movie and it begins to, like in 4D for example, or 3D almost, and it begins to get so realistic, or the feels begin to get so realistic that it almost like kind of makes you back down a bit, and you kind of rethink your choices of for this movie, you know, you kind of rethink whether it was worth it going. It's also the same kind of energy. Or the secret desires, it's also it could be that people try to get at you, or they try to kind of instigate, or I don't know how to say it, like provoke. They kind of want to provoke and see how far you'll go. But when you go far, and you can go really far in this case, when people get on your nerves, or they are really pushy, or they are not respecting your boundaries or your commitments, for example, then they are kind of scared of what they bring up, you know? And you're like, yeah, I never should have done that in the first place, you know? Now face the consequences. Yeah, still, from that one person, I can expect this one to be very persistent and slow. Definitely slow, or not giving up despite all the feels, or the feelings, or the emotions, or the states, or the whatever they got. They're like, in, even if they are afraid, they're kind of still going to find their ways to pursue, or to find a way to contact or be in your presence, whatever. Very clingy, very hesitant as well energy, but it's like, I'm here and I'm not going. You know, I'm not abandoning this relationship or this situationship, whatever it is for you. This person is also scared, but it's kind of a strange case of love being so strong that it kind of overrides the feeling of fear, almost as if, you know, this person is willing to go for much to be with you, or to contact you, whatever. This is kind of weird, to be honest. A very persistent person, and again, does this person actually have a fear of, I don't know, for safety? Because with the Queen of Wands and this Eight of Wands, it's like you can be very silent or you can be very cool, but when you are angry, this is not like a one wand type of energy flying at you. This is eight wands, you know, so you can be very, very explosive or very expressive, to say the least, in your rage or anger. And the person, the people in general, they have to really step on your toes to really like get on your nerves to get you to that level. But this person, with their like kind of situation feels whatever, this person is even willing to walk in fire, but to get to you. Never had that in a long while, to be honest, in a reading. As if, you know, that person has a desire, but they kind of understand that it's not gonna work, whatever. Again, the obstacle in here was very strong. And you know, it's like this person is willing to even suffer, but wanna be with you. That's insane, but I guess we can call it a day. Okay, I'll translate to you. We do have symptoms of awakening, one card, and another it's camera, it's dreams, sleep, and astral travels. This person is hooked on you, or people in general can be hooked on you again. Message strongly coming through. There is spiritual, psychological, or self-awareness coming through from the third pile, and it being very attractive. If you are into shadow work, congratulations. It has managed to overflow into your presence, into your being. This one person has dreams, is daydreaming, having a lot of fantasies, being connected to you on a very like mental level, okay? And with psychological awakening in here, or signs of psychological awakening, you trigger, as I said, people into awakening, and that person especially, you're bringing stuff from their past big time. I don't know who that is, but this person is also dreaming, has dreams about you, has reoccurring dreams about you, is very connected on an etheric level with you. Or if you don't believe in that, it can be connected on a very mental level, and it means this person is thinking about you quite a lot. This person is hooked on you big time. I don't know what you're doing with people, but definitely in here, you got that one person like addicted on you, like they never saw anything like this in their life. Okay, if things weren't already enough, we got in here it's time to release negativity with full moon in Scorpio and the fiery climax approaching being in reverse. Now, what did I tell you? A lot of suppression coming up from this person, a lot of sexual tension in general, people encountering with you, a lot of unavailability, either coming like from, it's about you, so of course this is coming from your way, or it can be that you can actually perceive yourself as being very open, but people feel like you are going to reject them, or you're not going to give them a chance, you know? We got as well. Okay, take time to bring to breathe out. You kind of leave people breathless. Very intense energy. Some of you are in here Scorpios, or you have Scorpio placements. Very intense, very passionate, very, very, very seductive, passionate, intense energy, but feel, oh my god, words all over the place with this pile. People feel like they can't take it. It's too much. Like almost like I want them so bad, but they are like, I'm afraid of them. You know, that's what's coming through. And the fiery climax approaches, and this card is in reverse. Such tension, such tension. I honestly can't. It's you throw people out of balance, and in not in a negative way. Um, it's the energy of power ups. Like you've got some power ups, upgrades, whatever you call them, spiritual downloads, whatever. Like, even I don't even know what this is, to be honest with you, but it's very, very strong, magnetic. Your dreams need a practical plan. It's as if, you know, people in their fantasies want to be with you big time, but it's, yeah, we don't know how to get there, you know? And with this person, they are in despair about, they don't know like the practicality of getting in the relationship with you. Yeah, look at the bigger picture. I was shuffling cards only. This deck usually doesn't speak a lot to me, but in this pile, it's so talkative. It wants to talk like crazy. Look at the bigger picture in reverse. People lose their minds. I don't know why. Like, this is, you have to know it better than I do, but we do have in here a very strong caliber type of person from pile number 3, specifically because you've got some upgrades, you've got some sort of things going for you that are powerfully impacting your image. And this pile feels like they are independent and they don't need anyone. And this whole energy plus spirituality, shadow work, awareness, introspection, knowledge, experience, something from this side is making people envious or wanting to be a part of your energy, you being dream come true, but also you come with a price. So it's very high maintenance at the same time. So you're not going to stand for BS, you know? And new start is coming in reverse. Yeah. This is insane. This is insane. It's in reverse. People are afraid to mess up something with you, so they don't approach you in the first place, or they take it real slow. They kind of test the ground. Like I wouldn't be surprised, especially with this person, them spying on you, them watching over you, watching from the shadows, inspecting, finding information, analyzing, hyper analyzing, also overthinking the situation over and over again to find the best bulletproof approach to you, to make sure that they are not going to step on the wrong like path with you, and very on edge. You bring people on edge, and in many ways very positively, like triggering people by being yourself. Okay, this is not a case where I would be concerned with intimidation, because I did feel with the Queen of Wands being in reverse that you are a very reasonable person, but when people get in your way, you can be very upfront, almost very intimidating at the same time, and not afraid to say what's on your mind. And it comes with consequences, of course, like people's behavior. And you do get a lot of unspoken respect out of that, you know? It's time to take action. Like, I would expect this pile to be very silent, at times real slow, or taking energy and time into investing into something, but when action needs to be made, you are in for it, and you are powerfully stepping into your power with that. Yeah, I planned the read to be a 20-minute one, but it's a half an hour, I guess. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, I loved it, to be honest. If you enjoyed the reading, please like, comment, subscribe. Definitely make sure to comment below that this is your pile. I would be most honored to hear from you, because you kind of drive people insane. The demographic in here, of course, I want to mention this, it's a lot of unawakened. And I don't want to place people on pedestals, but I want you to know that you are recognized in some sort of excellence or brilliance of yours in the domain or in the life experience that you've accumulated, because definitely in here we got some standoffish energy, okay? And people are being presented with that, and they kind of see it and they realize where they need to work on themselves. So you could be a walking green flag for a lot of people who you would call walking red flags. And it makes people wonder, like, how is this possible? Like, for a lot of superficial type of people, them meeting you would be like, how is it possible to not be as superficial as I am? So that's possible. That person proves it to be possible. So it means it does work, you know? It means life does offer chances for that kind of lifestyle, and a lot of question marks, you know? Very impressive, to be honest. Yeah, so definitely make sure to comment if you'd like. Share if you want this video, I would be grateful, but you don't have to if you don't want. And yeah, take care, and hope to see you in the future readings. Bye.